PK, how we doing? How we feeling?
We're doing well. As you can see, Team USA is getting ready. They're just practicing behind me. I saw the guys earlier today. The buzz already in the building. There's nobody here other than media, but you can still feel the tension in the air. Tonight's going to be unbelievable.
You know, PK, I'm pretty much an amateur boxer, so let me ask you this. What's the likelihood we see, them drop the gloves tonight?
Oh, I mean, first of all, which fan doesn't want to see players drop the gloves tonight? After what happened last Saturday, I think it's pretty safe to say that everybody wants to see it. But what everybody also wants to see is the physicality. These players left everything on the ice. There was no stone unturned. There was no inch given. There was no cutting deals. There was nothing like that. The players went on the ice and they played for their countries. They left it all out there. And I expect nothing short of that tonight. I actually expect more. So I would not be surprised. Don't be fake surprised if they start throwing bombs in the first minute. Don't be fake surprised. Be ready.
Well, let me ask you the question, because Doggy was on the show yesterday. It's good to see you, PK. Doggy was on the show yesterday complaining about the lack of authenticity, that it was choreographed, that it was planned, etc., as opposed to fisticuffs taking place simply because of the animosity that exists between the two teams or the two nations, etc. It was choreographed. What are your thoughts about that? Is that true?
Well, Brandon Hagel put a stop to that by saying that he did it for the flag and he did it for the jersey. Look at the history of hockey. I mean, people can have as many opinions as they want and be negative as if they choose to be. I don't see anything negative about it. If the players want to go out and fight, I mean, tell that to Matthew Tkachuk's face. Tell that to Brandon Hagel's face. There's nothing fake about those fights. I mean, you're trading punches. It's for a reason. These players do everything for a purpose. And it's not just about those players. It's not about them individually, rivalries, or them arranging a fight. It's not about that. It's about them wanting to go out and do more than just play for their team, do the most for their country. And on this stage, in international hockey, when you go overseas, you can't fight. That's the difference between four nations and any other event that we've ever seen in hockey, is that this is playoff hockey. This is the way hockey should be played. And you can do everything that you need to do to win here, and we allow that to happen. And the players have given us the best show so far.
Canada leads the all-time series against the U.S. 14-5 and with one tie. But it had been 9 years since the two countries, squared off until this past Saturday. What should we expect tonight? I'm talking about on the ice. I'm not talking about the fights, but I'm talking about the matchup.
Well, I'm going to tell you the significance of this game. Team USA wins the World Juniors this year, right? Hockey Canada it's been a roller coaster ride for Hockey Canada over the past 10, 15 years, both on the ice and off the ice. There's a lot riding on this game for both programs, right? When you consider Sidney Crosby, where he's at in his career at 37 years old, the way he's still playing, Connor McDavid, the way he's playing, what he's done for the game so far, his skill level on the Stanley Cup stage last year, Brady and Matthew Tkachuk. What we're seeing right now in hockey is a sport that is the epitome of team sports. It's so rich in the fabric, right? Team aspect, team first. Well, now what we're seeing is everything come to the forefront now. And not only does hockey still have that, not only does Team USA have that and the players on Canada have that, but we have the extra element now of the changing of times, the landscape, all the eyes that we can get on our game. And that's what we're benefiting from. But make no doubt about it, Stephen A., this is about two of the best programs in hockey. And I think Team USA right now is ahead of where Canada is in their development. And that's why I'm picking Team USA to win this game tonight. I believe that this is a big game for Team USA and their program. And this is not a slight. Once again, this isn't a slight at any of the players on Hockey Canada. This is more about the program and what Hockey Canada has done developing players. If you look, it's not just Team USA. You look at Germany, Denmark, all these other teams. This four nations isn't going to stay at four. We got a ton of other countries that can compete at this level. You saw Finland. So with all that roller coaster ride that Hockey Canada's had, all these other countries have closed the gap. And that's what tonight is about. It's going to boil over, and it's must-see TV. You got to watch it because Team USA is ready to compete for that title.
Okay, let me ask you this. We've talked about how there's been a resurgence with this tournament. How can the NHL capitalize on the popularity that this has sparked?
Well, it's not just about the shows, it's the pretty faces like you and Stephen A. and everybody here, but we need these platforms. We need First Take, we need Get Up, we need the world to know about our product because our players do give everything, right? They don't fake it. These guys are playing for real. They're leaving everything on the ice. So we need as many eyes as we can get on this game. And, you know, doing these shows helps, but ultimately, the best thing that you can do is the product on the ice. And I really believe we have the best product on the ice. And that's ultimately what you're trying to sell. And I don't have to sell it. I just got to tell people to watch it. And if you watch it, you're going to become a fan. And, you know, I'm so proud of our players. I am. I'm very, very proud of them. You know, none of those players, and I'm speaking for all of them, okay, Stephen A., you hear me? All these players, not one or two, all of them. Not one of them thinks they are bigger than the game. And you tell me, Stephen A., has the game ever been bigger than where it's at right now? So, you know, that's where we're at right now with hockey. That's where we're at with the game. But we have to continue to sell it. But the players have done a phenomenal job.
Look, my brother, all you need to know is that, you know, listen, I was at Game 7 with you. I was there. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, me at a hockey event. I mean, that's a miracle. Okay, but I was there, and I had a blast.
Hold on.
And I'm coming back, Gary Bettman. I'm coming back.
Yeah, we'll see if it's not in Florida. If you'll be there.
Stephen A.
Yeah.
Hey, Molly, Stephen A. When you come back, I'll have a nice Team USA jersey ready for you. Look at this, Stephen A.
All right.
I got one ready for you. I see you at those Knicks games courtside. We got to get your butt to one of these hockey events and get you in one of these jerseys. Molly, I got one for you and everybody else, too. All right?
I love it.
I will say this, Molly. I don't go to games. I don't go to games unless I'm rolling with Gary Bettman, though. I don't go to games without my buddy.